provoking conversations. I'm dating him, I'm dating him, and I'm dating him. And you know what? I'm not married, girl, so therefore I gotta have options. No, it's time for us to be rebellious in saying the truth. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new, my name is Motlati B. You can call me B. On this channel, we talk about all things women, all things relationships, all things being a boss. So if you like that kind of content, go ahead, subscribe, like, comment, share, do what you gotta do for the sisterhood chit chat, okay? Now, today's topic is exciting. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get into the topic today. Can toxic culture and love coexist? I'm gonna say it again. Can toxic culture and love coexist? Ooh, child. I just want to read, the definition so you understand this topic perfectly. And then I'm going to move on to my views a toxic culture is an environment dominated by practices, policies, and a lifestyle that perpetuates unhealthy habits and conflict in society. This was inspired actually by a conversation that I had with, someone in the week. He said music changed his life. Why? Because music feels good. Music speaks to the soul. This person said, yeah, things I was listening to, man, it would, influence my way of looking at relationships and influence how I interact. He's expressed great regret and said he wished somebody had told him. I remember distinctively that my mother used to be like, every time I play music, some kind of music, she'd be like, Motlati, be careful what you listen to. What are you listening to? Be careful what you put in your ears because it goes in your soul and da 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 da. And I'm just like, here she goes again. Here she goes again. That's what caught my attention when this guy was speaking. How do you say it almost ruined your life? And he further went on to share his playlist back in the day, and he said one of the songs that he would listen to, there was a line talking about having different girlfriends in different places. So I'm going to stop here with my story, and then I'm going to read you something which is going to connect everything perfectly. All right. Music changes culture, and culture changes how young impressionable minds think, behave, treat others, and the perception of love and relationships. So what's the difference between music now and the music 15 years ago? I specifically went and I listened to the love songs of 15 years, 20 years ago, and I compared them to the love songs and hip hop and whatever it was happening now, and the difference was so clear. One thing that stood out was people back then glorified having one lover, right? And people now glorify having multiple lovers. I went further and I looked at the music videos and I compared the music videos now, and then I realized, definitely the reason things are the way they are is because of certain things that people have seen and have listened to and have adapted as normal life, as a culture. First, it starts with deceptive ideas. And obviously I'm always going to connect my points to my topic, and deceptive ideas quickly came to me that, wow, so if we say music back then was glorifying or everything back then was glorifying one lover, and now we're saying music or media or anything is glorifying multiple partners, are you being introduced to deceptive ideas? Because a deceptive idea is like, it's deception, and deception to me, it's like you don't see it coming. It's not like you planned on doing it, but somehow it creeped up on you, right? And you and I need to be selective of what we put into our space, in our eyes, in our ears, and also in our ears and the eyes of our children. Because this person who I was talking to said music almost ruined my life, and I'm just like, I didn't get it. I was shocked at first, but now that I did this research and these points, I realized that, oh wow. He explained that he started dating many women, he started, feeling empty, and then he realized this is not fulfilling. Yes, it's fun. Yes, I can brag with my friends and say, yeah, I'm dating her and I'm dating her and I'm with her, or I'm dating him and I'm dating him. And you know what? I'm not married, girl, so therefore I gotta have options. Society now, dating is becoming a deceptive idea, because people are sleeping together. It's just fun and games, but at the end of the day we find out that kids are created, people are being hurt, families are being deceived. Why am I bringing this topic to us? Because I'm talking about a guy and what he thinks about music and how it almost ruined his life. I'm bringing this to us as women to really understand what the enemy is trying to do. Enemy could be the devil, enemy could be an agenda, enemy could be people trying to send out a certain message to a certain type of group of people. You can make it what you think it is. Careful what we adopt as our culture. Are we going to adopt our clothes being less and less? Are we going to adapt women bringing a lot of men into your bed, saying we don't need a man, when deep down we're hurting and we know that this toxic culture is not coexisting well with love and relationship? If you as a woman say, I'm no longer gonna give my body to a man who don't deserve it. A man who don't deserve it is a man who is not talking marriage, who doesn't want to make it public and permanent with you. It's a man who refuses to grow up and refuses to build, but would rather have fun with you. It's a man who only calls you for a booty call, or only calls you because we're partying tonight. So after deceptive ideas, right, then comes disorder. After deceptive ideas comes disorder. That's the second point. So disorder happens from the deceptive idea because it slowly creeped up on you, because when it was presented to you, it looked super cool and it looked relatable, and you were like, but it's cool and I don't see nothing wrong with it, I'm just gonna do it. Years later, we have STDs, we have sicknesses that are transmitted sexually. Years later, we have baby mamas, we've got baby daddy, we have women that are activists and feminists the wrong way. There's just something wrong with the new definition of what feminism, modern day feminism, has become. And identify the toxic culture and understand it's not coexisting well with love and relationships and the nuclear family. So what do we do about it? The moment you stop and say, I'm no longer going to do this, I'm no longer going to live like that, and I don't want these type of friends, and I don't want to live like this, the right man will attract you, and the right type of energy that he has will match yours. After disorder comes normalized behavior. And I'm going to close with this one. Normalized behavior, right? Deceptive idea, disorder, the normalized behavior. Now the normalized behavior, it's a peak of toxic culture. We now realize it's disorder. We realize that I made this mistake and now I'm in a situationship and now I love him and now he's playing me, and 2 weeks later he's married to someone else and you're broken and now you just want to sleep around because your heart is hurting and you just want some comfort. And then it becomes normalized behavior. Now the hurt people come through and they're like, oh well, it's okay. I mean, if men can sleep around with many women, why can't women do the same? Right? And then now we're normalizing it and we forget that, okay, fine, you're saying all you're saying out of pain of what you went through and out of anger that what a man did to you, but you're forgetting that your little sister, your little cousin, your niece, is watching. She hears, she sees, and she's gonna live in a world like that, and she is too innocent to even understand why people say this is fine to do. She goes to school and she's no longer in the parents' care, the 24/7, and now she starts to do those things because she saw it and she heard it. Because why? People decided to take toxicity and make it normalized behavior, and it is what it is. We can't normalize certain behaviors anymore. We can't normalize that a woman is sleeping around or a man is sleeping around with many chicks. No, we can't normalize that. All over Instagram is just, baddie pictures. It's just women in thongs. We can't normalize that anymore. Good, live your best life, but can you keep it out of young people's eyes? Because at the end of the day, it's okay to live your life. However, there's another generation coming after us that is watching. There's another generation coming after us, and they're watching us, and they're watching at every little thing we do. Oh, the kids of today. No, kids of today, they've seen us normalize blesses. They've seen us normalize multiple partners. They're being happy about being a baby mama and being proud about it. Obviously, if the father passed away, that is a painful thing. My father passed away, I understand that. But if we're just normalizing it, I don't need a man, da 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 da, it's wrong. It's wrong. It's not about you. Yes, you're offended by what I'm saying. It's okay. But it's not about you anymore. It's about the next generation. If we all, women, men, can live in a way that can speak life and speak positivity and speak good things to the younger generation that is coming up, things are going to be better. It's time for us to be rebellious in saying the truth, to be rebellious in the truth, normalize the real truth. I'm not saying my truth is the main truth, but I'm saying there's certain things that have proven themselves to be toxic, and if we talk against them, suddenly we attack more than the people who are openly rebellious about the worst things. It ends here. We're not perfect. We all do things that we have little habits there and there that we're not happy with and we want to leave. But it's not okay anymore. Let's not allow normalization of things. Like if I'm, here and I'm, let's say for example, cheating on my husband, right, having an affair, and I know it's wrong. I know I shouldn't do it. I mean, nobody should judge me. Nobody should say anything, to me. But the problem comes when I'm having an affair with my married self, and I go now and I'm like, it's okay, to have an affair. Us, me, you normalize bad behavior.